No, unfortunately, I did not go see Wicked for Good last night. But that's okay, because I actually saw a really, really great movie. Any guesses? I got to see Roofman, starring Channing Tatum. Now, this is actually based on a true story where a man was breaking into McDonald's chains to get some extra cash just to live and take care of his family. And this isn't some normal robbery story. This guy was actually a really good man. At least that's how the movie portrays it to be. For example, this man would break into a McDonald's and have the employees put inside the freezer while he robbed the place. But before doing so, he actually told the employees to put their coats on so they wouldn't freeze to death. And then he immediately would call the cops after leaving. He was never actually there to hurt anybody. I was so fascinated by this story, mainly because it's so different than what we normally hear on the news about someone breaking in and hurting people in the process. This guy is completely different. He was breaking into places, but you can't help but feel sorry for the guy. So in the early 2000s, this man actually did break out of prison and he was stowing away inside a Toys R Us. I couldn't help but feel completely nostalgic. I mean, you guys remember what Toys R Us looked like, right? It was just toys on toys on toys. And a really cool fact about this film is the Toys R Us was actually built to scale and everything inside was real. In fact, it looked so real that during the filming process, people who were driving by actually stopped at the Toys R Us thinking that it was open and for them to shop at. I would definitely be one of those people if I drove by and saw a Toys R Us open. And especially because it's based on a true story, I couldn't recommend watching this more. I'm kind of wondering if Jeffrey had the same sense of humor in real life, because Channing Tatum definitely brought that to the film. I know I was cracking up. It definitely was a thrill ride and you were kind of voting for him not to get caught. But it's such an interesting story and overall it was definitely a great time. Be sure to get your tickets to Roofman coming out this week and make sure you follow along for more movie updates.